Alright, Blind Guy Doing Stuff here, and today we're going to do a video on why Trump, and probably more than likely Bannon is the guy behind it, but Trump has been known for this his entire career as a business person. Why now, when he's in government, is him making up these alternate realities and making up news and saying that things are fake news, why this is so dangerous. And then I'm going to provide um, some examples. So, first, let's just set the stage here. Um, this all got started really right before the election um, hit, and probably mid-October. You started hearing the words fake news. But Trump has always, as a business person, sort of made up things as part of his called art of the deal. So basically, you as any negotiator will tell you, you try to push your side of things way up on one side, and then have them pull you back to the middle or as close, so you end up on your side at the end of the negotiations. So Trump has always done this in his business, and the way he's done it is just basically make up things, sort of make up this alternate reality. And now he's in government. He's always sort of had this war with the media. It's well known Trump has a sort of a feud going on with the so-called liberal elite in New York City. So he's always had this abrasiveness with them, and now he's president, and now it got going. They tried to blame it on the Russians. It got going right before the election, but I believe Steve Bannon and probably Trump himself were behind all that fake news stuff, just to muddy the waters. And so what happens is Trump muddies the water, and so they're confused. They see things on Facebook. A lot of times they don't read the articles. They just look at the headlines. Um, you have some large media outlets. I think it's only really like maybe one or two cases where they actually fell for some of these things. Most of the time, the news media is pretty good about getting the facts right. Now, as far as how they spin the story or what they're talking about, that's to be debated. But a lot of times, the facts are correct. You can get the facts out, but you have to listen to a bunch of different news sources all day. But Trump has taken to, if something doesn't fit his agenda, instead of responding to it or just ignoring it like other presidents do, he just says, "Oh well, it's just fake news." And you and I and a lot of people who aren't for Trump look at that and go, "Oh look, Trump's just saying fake news." But the people who actually voted for him, follow Trump, they're like, they're sitting there, their heads wagging up and down, going, "Yeah, yeah, fake news, fake news." I mean, I saw the other day a guy was like, "Well, yeah, prove it, but you can't post anything from Fox, CNN, NBC, MSNBC, ABC, CBS. I will believe anything but the biggest news organizations in the world. BBC you wouldn't believe." So Trump has discredited all this stuff with the fake news. So now here we go. You have a whole swath of people, and I don't know how many it is. 63 million people voted for Trump. I'm guessing 40 million of those people are like really hardcore Trump followers. So you have all those people going, "Oh well, you can't believe anything in the media." And if you've gotten into it with one of these Trump voters, you know what I'm talking about. You can't give them any facts, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, we're not even gonna listen to you because you over here repeating these facts that come from the fake news." And so here's where the problem comes in. So let's say something bad does happen. I don't know. I don't want to make an example because I don't want to give Trump any ideas. But let's say something bad does happen and the media starts reporting on it. Well, all Trump has to do is get up there, and the water's already so muddy, and people are already, the populists are confused. The Trump people are sitting there nodding their head up and down with their tongue hanging out, going, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." But Trump's going, "Oh, well, that's fake news." And so you got all the people confused. They don't know what to believe. And then you got the other people that saying, "Oh, yeah, it is fake news." So whatever's happening, he can just keep right on doing it. And so here's an example. And I had to be honest here. It's really, I've been listening to this for months now, saying, "Oh, it's dangerous." Trump saying all this fake news stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it is dangerous him making stuff up. But then yesterday morning I caught the news. So if you check out the internet, you might have seen it. I've only heard it reported one time on our news. Over there in Syria, the President Assad in his prisons has been doing sort of these death squads and hanging people. I don't know the exact number, but it's been in thousands, killing off civilians. And it's just, getting them 20 people in a room and hang them. And this has been going on for a while. Well, guess what? Now they come out with the report. What does he say? Take a guess. Blind guy doing stuff, viewer. Take a guess. What does Assad say that report is? It's fake news. It's propaganda. It's not real. And so there you go. You have our president engaging in the exact same behavior as a dictator in Syria, where they're doing something bad, but they're just going, oh no, that's not true. It's fake news. So you have the people in Syria going, oh well, it's fake news. It's just them trying to discredit Assad. All his followers are going, their heads are going up and down with their tongue hanging out, going, yeah, 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 yeah. That's just all fake. And then you got the rest of the people going, well, we don't even really know. But then you got the people whose family members are disappearing. They're saying, well, it is true. So you get the whole thing's just clouded. And meanwhile, Assad, he just keeps on doing what he's doing. And I don't know I guess it wouldn't even matter whether it's fake news or not. He's just going to keep on doing what he's doing. But you can see how dangerous this is when the leader says it's fake news, because then basically they can do whatever they want to and just claim it's fake news. And they'll just keep getting elected or they'll keep getting the support because you got all the followers behind the base, as they call it. Yeah, they're base, all right. So you got the base going, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they'll just keep going out there doing the thing. And that's all these executive orders do. Trump understands, and the Republicans in general understand, that if you're going to be in politics, you don't even care about anybody else except for your base people. Okay, that's who you deal with. And Trump understands this. And so this is very dangerous, this discrediting of the news. And a couple things look into. I'm not going to compare Trump to Hitler, but there are these things where it's like, oh, okay, there's sort of the same kind of despotic kind of way to operate. And it's not just Hitler. It's Mussolini, like I said, it's Assad, it's Putin. Putin does the fake news thing over there in Russia. It's all these guys. It's the dictator mindset. They want to discredit other people, and then they don't want to take responsibility for what they're doing. So they want to discredit everybody else. They can just do what they want to. That's what they've done all their life. That's what Trump has always done. He's going to deflect the blame. It's not his fault. News. He said it. Trump tried to get 5 African American gentlemen in Central Park. He tried to get put on the death row with fake news. Trump invented fake news back in the 80s, using it on people. So we have to be very careful about this. And all the people saying, oh, well, it's just Trump being Trump. No. Why don't you go get yourself a history book and study a little bit and see how dangerous this is. And if you are one of these people that when Trump speaks and you nod your head and your tongue hanging out and you're going, yeah, yeah, Trump, well, I'm going to tell you, your mind is not your own, okay? You've been captured through the Republican Party, through propaganda, so-called fake Fox News, the 30 years of right-wing radio on the radio. If you are listening to Trump and you're agreeing with a lot of his stuff and you're just following, I agree with some of Trump's stuff about the trade stuff, but when he says something, I can be skeptical. Trumpers, they're not skeptical. They're hook, line, and sinker. So if you are a hook, line, and sinker Trump person, just take a minute and kind of maybe reflect and see if this is the guy you really want to be following. And it is. You're not going to change your mind. So, like I said, your mind is not your own. So, but you want to try to reclaim it. So turn off the Fox News, turn off the radio, and when you hear Trump talk, maybe be a little skeptical. So we have to pay attention to this. We have to watch it. Right now there's checks and balances going on, but we don't know what's going to happen 4 years out from now. We don't know what is going to be going on 2 years out from now. And so something could happen, and this fake news thing could really come back to bite us. So beware out there. Don't listen to Trump's nonsense. Get out there, get your own news. I listen to the news at least 5+ news sources a day. So, and by the end of the day, I'll usually have some kind of halfway clear picture of what's going on, I think. So just make sure you're studying on the news and make sure you're being wary of what the leaders and the people are saying. And if you disagree with what they're saying, pick up the phone and call them and tell them, hey, knock it off. Okay? No more sitting on the couch. No, it's time to get up off the couch, pick up the phone, and get politically involved. And I'll do another video on this, but I'm getting really sick and tired of all the people going, oh, sit down, shut up, don't be political. That's what got us here in the first place. So I'm the blind guy doing stuff. Hope you have a good day. And this is not fake news. Bye-bye.
Stop recording.